Not only moving back with single bottle, but down he goes.
Dominated and there's a right hand.
An instinct, O'Gill. He's just hanging a big right hand. That's it, Tim.
Back in the glorious 80s, Thomas Hearns' blood-chilling stare struck terror into the hearts of his opponents. And his sniper-like right hand was a weapon of mass destruction. In the span of a decade, the Hitman scored dozens of headshots.
Oh, there it was.
And there's the right hand that buckles beneath it.
Becoming the first ever 4-division champion.
Fighter landed a furious punch. That right hand, the first.
He's dropping his left hand. That's why he's getting caught with that right hand.
Now is the time to enjoy the clean work of the anomalous knockout artist, who brought his big guns to each and every mission.
Oh, it was the right.
It's over. He hit him with some right hand.
Hi, I'm Thomas Hitman Hearns.
Born into a family of 9 in 1958, Thomas Hearns grew up in the center of the U.S. automotive industry, Detroit. Back in the 30s, Motown gave the world Joe Louis, arguably the greatest heavyweight ever. As a teenager, Tommy watched Muhammad Ali's magic and began his journey into the world of fisticuffs in the King Solomon Gym near his home.
Kick his ass. Come on.
3 years later, he fell under the guidance of Emmanuel Stewart, a man who has brought up over 40 world champions.
Kids have no fathers home, so I'm probably the closest image to a father that a lot of them would have.
Man Stewart gave me a lot of confidence because I was always a shy little boy. I didn't believe that nothing was coming to me until I started to box.
Young Hearns didn't let his mentor down, winning the National Golden Gloves Championship in 1977, and at the age of 19, set out to conquer the professional world.
Another right. A combination. The referee steps in and pulls him away one more time.
By that time, he had already turned his right hand into a firearm,
Take him out. There it is.
shooting it straight from the hip.
That right hand goes right to the chin. Down they go.
Detroit's newspapers dubbed the promising prospect the Motor City Cobra.
And look at that right.
But Thomas preferred another nickname, the Hitman. His top-notch boxing skills were reinforced by the 78-inch reach,
Something that really has to give. And there it is now. Curry going down.
making easy targets out of 147-pound welterweights.
Right. Second strand. No, it's over.
The 39-5 vet Eddie Gazzo quickly realized that staying at range was a futile endeavor.
Pounds over the welterweight limit. Gazzo 155 and a hard right by Gazzo immediately, but
And therefore decided to get in close.
WBA and the WBC. There's a right hand. Gazzo really right on him.
As it turned out, approaching the Hitman could cause harm. So does simply being in the same ring with him.
Chin by. There he goes, Tim. He's gone now. He's gone, Tim. Through the rope.
Fighting for the world's most lush Afro title in November of '79, Tommy locked horns with the always game Mike Colbert.
Sneak left hook.
By round 2, the Hitman had adjusted his aim,
To the right hand.
thumped the body, and went headhunting.
Sneaky right hand. And a good left.
A sneaky lead uppercut
Tap of the right.
was followed by a short right hook.
Right hand.
The durable Colbert managed to stand up and make it to the bell.
We have about a minute to go. Okay. Let's see what
However, starting from the third stretch, Hearns fully revealed his deadliest weapon. Was always ready to pull back and counter.
another one, but
And unload a full clip in the pocket.
let's see what a finisher is. Good covering up by 29-year-old Colbert.
To Mike's credit, he persevered under the barrages. Came back from a knockdown and met the end of the 30-minute-long beatdown on his feet. Having amassed 28 victories, 26 of them by KO, in August 1980, Hearns got to vie for the belt. The gold belonged to Pipino Cuevas. The dominant Mexican had defended his status 11 times in 4 years, knocking 10 challengers out stiff. Nevertheless, Tommy showed who was the boss in the ring with a left hook right out of the gate.
In his 12th title event, big looping.
Then immediately switched to automatic fire from both hands.
Big trouble. Christodoodle having a good look.
Taking a pause to gauge the distance, the Hitman uncorked a sure shot.
Oh, the right hand on the ear. And he stops the fight and he should. Leg high shot.
Blasting
And bang.
with a controlled shot.
Right on the cheek, right on the money.
The 21-year-old Hearns became the new WBA champion and Detroit's favorite son.
I'm very happy to be here to perform for Detroit, to do the things that I have been doing. As long as I have my mother, my manager here, Emmanuel, still with me, I always will do it.
Tommy Hearns, champion of the world.
The young king treated himself to a brand new Corvette and got back to business to defend his throne. The battle-tested Randy Shields put the Hitman's authority in question.
Right. Oh! Out of nowhere!
The blow landed on the back of the head and wasn't ruled a knockdown by the referee, as Tommy smiled and gave props to the challenger. It was Shields' only success throughout 12 rounds.
Cut. Result, it's claimed by... Oh, good right, and staggered Shields.
With his left hand by his waist, Hearns pressed forward, throwing snappy 1-2s. And followed up with combinations.
Shields is ready to go with that kind of explosive suddenness, as heard.
He put the opponent on his heels with a crisp jab,
Good.
at times forcing him into disadvantageous exchanges. Each of Tommy's strikes echoed through the arena.
We're a minute into the 8th round, and now...
And after taking 200 punches,
Interesting reaction. The crowd here mostly... Oh, what a right in that corner!
the iron-headed Shields and his corner chose not to continue.
They're asking him if he wants to go on. The ring doctor stopped the fight.
In his third defense, the incumbent encountered his equal in terms of physical attributes, Pablo Baez. The Hitman got going with body shots,
Warned by the referee. Both fighters a little tight, and now right hand.
then went up top,
He's got cannons in both hands, and there's a right hand that caught.
and gradually turned up the heat.
Lead right hand by Hearns here in the opening round.
Hearns' mile-long cross fired right down the pipe,
Short. Another right hand by Hearns off a jab missed.
and his extended lead hand signaled that the champion was setting up a missile.
He should have more pressure on him. He's leaving himself open for them long right hands.
Seeing the challenger survive between a hammer and an anvil,
Big right hand by Hearns. Baez is hurt. He's in his own corner.
Ray Leonard, who watched the fight live, wasn't impressed. So Tommy showed his future rival how things could turn out when they meet.
Right now, Baez.
40-odd seconds to go in the round. The right hand by Baez is out of his feet. The referee stops the bout.
Boxing 101. Straight shots get the job done once again. The Hitman improved his record to 32-0 with 30 finishes. Now the goal was to unify the belts.
Pound for pound.
The WBC crown belonged to Ray Leonard, the winner of the Olympic Games in Montreal and the face of boxing in the 80s. Sugar pieced people up at an unparalleled speed. Advantage.
Tommy Hearns should be working that jab overtime. Instead, he's looking to land the big bomb, and he landed a good right hand. A good right hand to the ear.
Touched up Duran from a comfortable distance.
In the corner of the left eye of Roberto Duran.
And pulled the trigger late in the round.
Up at will. A solid right, and down goes Duran.
Transitioning to the head off a body jab, the Hitman drew first blood. The never knocked out Panamanian heard the saving bell.
He's very seldom ever been cut in a fight.
Hearns lands a combination and Duran waving at him to come at him, but meanwhile taking punishment. Down he goes again. The 8 count, and there's the bell that ends.
But walked to the wrong corner.
The bell does not end the round, and he went.
In the second frame, Hearns continued to keep his opponent in the crosshairs.
Like Tommy Hearns.
Good left and a right behind it by the champion. Duran in trouble again in his corner. There's not
Jim, his legs are still.
His eyes were sharp that night.
another solid right hand by Thomas Hearns in a combination. The referee Padilla watching.
There, he's up in the air again.
And his hand was firm.
Just fighting on instinct, O'Gill. He's just hanging a big right hand.
That's it, Tim. Anytime you fall forward, the fight's over, Tim.
Smoking Duran with a shattering overhand, Tommy collected the shiniest gem of his career.
Thomas Hearns, who said he would knock out Duran in 2, and he did just that.
3 months later, Fred Hutchings had his crack at the champ. The challenger's previously unbreakable chin was stress tested by the lead hand a minute in.
Would do it early. That if Hutchings got by the first 2 or 3 rounds, it's going to be a very interesting fight, but he's wobbled already. Hearns is after him, and he's got him in trouble. Hutchings trying to survive.
Once the right came into play,
Hearns' height is bothering Hutchings. Big right hand.
The mouthpiece hit the canvas first, then did its owner.
Pounding away.
And with the mouthpiece out, his lip is cut now, Tim. He's in bad shape.
The hitman's left hook worked like a charm.
Tom at this point is going to kick his shots.
Big left hook.
So did the stiff jab.
The champion Hearns.
Now Hutchings is bleeding from the nose, Tim.
And the pinpoint cross.
Round 2. Oh, and another big right hand. And another one by Hearns.
Hutchings took loads of lead in the third.
Hearns having some fun in there now, and he hurt him with another right hand lead.
So his corner decided to save him from the inevitable.
And a combination. Hutchings won't go down. A handler stepping into the ring from the Hutchings corner, trying to get the referee to stop the fight.
In April 1985, Las Vegas hosted the long-anticipated clash between Hearns and the middleweight kingpin, Marvin Hagler. Living up to his nickname, Marvelous,
Stiff right hand by Hagler. Hard left hand.
the Newark native with 60 victories
Another right hand. He's got him in trouble. He's on the ropes, and that's it.
and 11 title defenses,
The wearing down fighter, but the right hand right on the chin there.
had long been teaching painful boxing lessons to his unfortunate students.
Hagler said he didn't want it to go very long, and it's not going to go very long.
There was no escaping his signature stance-shifting combos.
Measure, and he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. Look out, he finally bombs.
And the long-forgotten gazelle punch,
Ring. Oh, on the right hand.
By being handicapped in the condition of Rodin. There was a right hand.
where both his feet leave the ground as he leaps forward with a loaded punch.
Then he lunged across the ring.
No one expected a pitter-patter affair from two natural-born punchers, but the action in the ring surpassed even the wildest expectations.
And here we go.
Right out of the gate, Marvin's pressure forced Tommy to throw full power on the retreat
Only wants the body. He bangs Marvin. Oh, Hearns may have hurt him with a right hand.
and swing wildly.
Hagler, he's hurt. Hagler is stunned.
Hagler launched naked left hands from southpaw.
So it was Hagler coming out like a bullet. A good left by Hagler, but Hearns didn't blink.
Looking to blow the hitman's head off with a stance shift.
Not Thomas Hearns. And a left by Hagler. Hearns comes back.
Hearns started to move around more,
Tommy Hearns has been able to drop that right hand. He's trying to come inside the hands of Hagler.
but had to accept a brawl over tactics and craft.
He was stunned a little early, and he's normally a slow starter. He's also bleeding. Hagler is cut. Marvin with a good left hand. Can't tell where it's coming from.
Marvin hasn't been shaken even a little bit throughout his entire career,
Tremendous first round. Hagler relentless, but Hearns trying to...
and he flaunted his impervious chin, walking down his nemesis with impunity.
Again, Hagler bloody. A tremendous, sensational first round, and Hearns gets hurt in the round. Great first round. Wow. Incredible.
Hagler opened the second stretch with a long cross.
Round 2 now. Oh, the glove, left hand.
Hearns tried to stop the Marvelous One in his tracks with a sharp left
They are yelling, keep boxing, Tommy.
and chip away from different angles.
Moving, slipping off.
Marvin's bald noggin easily deflected the projectiles,
People expected. For one simple reason.
allowing him to load up on meaty hooks.
First time, Hagler
By constantly changing stances,
Hagler has fought most of this round as a righty. Now he switches southpaw and lands. Not as effective as...
Hagler made it hard for the foe to adjust.
Trying to get inside again. The cut opens up over Hagler's forehead.
And the ragged pace he set drained the Hitman's gas tank.
Half a minute to go in round two. One left. Hearns trading with him. Hagler comes back to the right or left, and another right. He has Hearns in trouble on the ropes. Tommy trying to punch his way off.
He went into the third orthodox, countered the jab.
Now the right is getting there, but it's not hurting Hagler.
Ate a couple of strikes coming in.
Wild left hand.
Stepped through with the right.
It has to be impeding his vision with the right eye.
And chased down the fleeing Hitman.
Another right hand. Hearns turns his back, takes another right. Hearns in deep trouble again. Hearns is down. Hearns is down in the third round.
The signature gazelle punch rocked Hearns.
Hearns turning his back.
Then a Superman-style torpedo wiped the smug grin off his face.
Hearns backing off again, taking the right hand. Legs gone at that point. Hearns turns his back, takes another right. Hearns in deep trouble again. Hearns is down.
As if getting starched by Hagler's sledgehammer wasn't enough, Tommy broke his hand, landing an uppercut to the champion's titanium chin. That's how tough the legends of the 80s were.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
The first chapter of this classic for the ages was named the Round of the Year, and the showdown itself, albeit short, is still considered one of the greatest in middleweight history. Losing to the best fighter of his generation was far from the end of the world for the 26-year-old Thomas. Quite the opposite. He took a year off, settled in the new weight class, and went up against an undefeated prospect, the 22-0 James Shuler. A boxing World Cup gold medalist, Shuler immediately found himself showered with snappy jabs.
A little less protection for him.
Controlling the distance, Hearns uncorked painful liver shots.
And probably in the last 10 years.
And started aiming for the dome.
That moved Shuler backward. And a late right by Hearns. Not only moved him backwards, Timber wobbled him, and down he goes. Another one, a right hand by... Right on the button. That says lights out. Right.
Shutting the lights out with a perfect cross in less than a minute, he won a minor title and was back in the big game once again.
In the first round.
Sadly, Shuler died in a motorcycle accident a week later. Tommy came to his funeral and handed the belt to James's mother, who placed it in her son's coffin. Hearns also made an emotional speech, bidding farewell to his former opponent. In June 1986, the Hitman went on a diet to once again drop down to light middleweight. His adversary, Mark Metal, forgot to put on his bulletproof vest, while the Hitman came guns blazing.
There he goes with a straight right hand from...
Realizing his mistake,
There it is again. He's got Liddell in trouble. Liddell trying to hold on, and
after 7 tough rounds, Metal complained of vision loss.
knocked into the rope. Again, we have no 3 knockdown rule here. Closed left eye of Mark Liddell.
Tommy left his original weight class on a high note and immediately jumped up 3 divisions, making the light heavyweight limit of 175 pounds. He was welcomed by the WBC champion, Dennis Andries. The British Guyanese puncher was always happy to throw down,
He's just not getting out the way of punches.
trusting his lethal touch.
Andrews, and Bristol's over.
Even at light heavyweight, Hearns' endless arms pierced through the enemy's defense.
Expected. Boxing a little bit more. There's a good right hand.
Right hand to win this title.
At the same time, the Colossus's feet were not of clay.
Good enough again. The right hand. Thomas got hurt with that counter.
Passing the chin test,
Grab him.
Tommy continued to land pull counters.
Conservative fight right now. Try to right hand there.
And it paid off in full in the 6th frame.
Dominated and there's a right hand.
Slipping a jab textbook style, Hitman fired the big right.
There it was.
Andries got back into the fight briefly,
Continue. Body shot.
5 seconds. Late is the third knockdown there.
and fought tooth and nail, befitting a champion.
Spice is absolutely brutal. Tommy cannot line him up to hit him with the finishing punch.
He kept swinging for the bleachers for another 4 rounds,
Meanwhile, at ringside,
reaching an absurd number of knockdowns and get-ups.
right hand.
When his body stopped responding, the referee intervened.
Here we go again. Herrera is calling that a knockdown. He's stopping the fight.
Thus, Hearns dominantly captured the title in his 3rd division.
To win a 3rd world title.
Meanwhile, the middleweight landscape shifted dramatically. In the wake of the showdown between Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler, the WBC strap was left up for grabs. It was eventually contested between Hearns and Juan the Hammer Roldan. The vastly experienced 65-3 Roldan borrowed Hagler's tenacious pressure style.
That came out of Tommy.
He's swinging. Not exactly the right thing to do.
But failed to consider that Marvin had a concrete block for a head.
Neither fighter landed a serious punch. That right hand, the first, and it sends down.
Something the Argentine boxer couldn't match.
That's what Tommy's got to do.
At the bell.
In the 2nd round, he continued to engage with the same fervor, so the pattern of the bout remained consistent.
His left hand, that's why he's getting caught with that right hand.
A great shot, kind of a clubbing left hand.
Nevertheless, Tommy began to stall,
At least what Tommy's doing, which is good, is he's bending down. Nice.
giving an opportunity to the persistent Roldan.
Coming, but I wonder. Nice. I think it caught Tommy with that.
The Hammer won the 3rd through sheer determination.
Yeah, Hearns is gambling on that. Nice.
And he got hammered.
Body.
As victory was slipping away from Hearns,
Trying to put the right hand together. Nice.
Big left hook. Bobbled him. He's in trouble. Roldan trying to find the target. Good bombing and weaving.
he entered a head-on collision
Roldan almost.
and capitalized.
Hands are totally down, Roldan. There he goes.
Big right hand by Hearns.
The Hitman also reintroduced his thudding liver shots,
That's the shot.
which made Roldan drop his hands.
Hearns is trying to throw the uppercut in the right hand.
Landed the right hand. Down goes Roldan.
Scoring a knockout,
Straight right hand, right on the button.
Roldan
And
was-
says good night.
the 29-year-old Tommy etched his name into the history of boxing, becoming the first champion to conquer 4 weight classes. The former king of the division, who had retired recently, gave Hearns his flowers.
You got, I don't even know how to start. I'm so happy now. I don't know what to do because I done something that no other man have done. Even the 2 men that defeated me, Marvin Hagler and Ray Leonard, they are looking at me now. They want to come back and do it again. So I hope that's true.
Tommy received a hero's welcome in his home city of Detroit and emphasized the role his mother played in his success.
Such a beautiful mom, and being with me in my corner all the way. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hearns decided to plant roots in the 160-pound weight class. Leading the queue of contenders was Iran Barkley, who wasn't a great threat on paper despite having fight-ending power in both hands.
He can pinpoint them, and that's what he's doing. All right hand, wow!
Tommy immediately started bombing both floors.
It accepts punches at a furious pace.
Launched an overhand.
Big left by Hearns.
And initiated fiery exchanges.
With his left. The right was blocked.
Strategically making the foe overcommit.
Iran the blade Barkley in the block.
He delivered the signature pull counter. And continued to pump the jab.
The longer the fight goes,
However, Barkley ate everything with gusto, looking to land a left hook.
we had to lose that weight. A good harm. Good left hook by Iran Barkley.
He endured critical damage to his midsection. Only to explode with another flurry of haymakers.
And Barkley comes out, smoking.
Thus, the tensions in the ring flared up.
A little low. That one straight to the body by Hearns.
It seemed like the challenger's liver was approaching the state of force meat.
Continues to
Set it up, hook to the body, and there it is again.
But his perseverance was rewarded.
brother! A right by Barkley and Hearns is down!
The shell-shocked Hearns barely made the count and was clearly in no condition to mount a comeback.
Can he survive the third round? Barkley has upset Thomas Hearns here in the third round.
Lingering in the line of fire wide open, the hitman caught a wild bullet.
And he just swings.
And Barkley secured a sensational victory, later recognized as the upset of the year.
It was just a freaky shot.
In his first defense, Barkley would face Roberto Duran, with the scales tilting in the other direction this time.
But again, the right fight. Barkley's in trouble. He's down.
And the Panamanian turning the boxing world upside down by reclaiming the crown at the age of 37. Bouncing back from adversity was nothing new to Hearns. He stepped back into the ring 5 months later, moving up to the 168-pound super middleweight division and vying for the vacant WBO belt. His dance partner was the 43-4 James Kinchin.
Middleweight champ.
In classic Hitman style, he chipped away with the lead hand.
Well, one thing he's not to get inside. So far, Tommy's
put the right to use occasionally.
Whether he can is debatable.
Come out firing. He did that in round one, not wanting to give the opportunity to kick.
Whether he can is
was happy to trade blows.
Good combination by Kinchin. Right hand on the end of it.
And won the opening 3 rounds.
The next one could just as easily put Kinchin out.
Things were going smooth until they weren't.
those darting punches that he throws.
But Kinchin knocks him down.
Caught with a looping shot.
Right hand, tremendous shot. And it's the left that sends him down. But
Tommy turned the mundane affair into a thriller.
Well, we saw last round he just got tapped and he wobbled a little bit, Tim.
And displayed his survival skills.
Into a shell there, trying to stay up. Feet underneath. Dancing a little bit. Into round 4.
After the break, he regained control as if nothing happened.
Well, stalking patiently. Good. His overhand rights. Landing at will. Hearns. Good shot by Hearns right up the pipe. Wobbling. Kinchin trying to get closer.
Was more precise off the back foot.
Good right hand by Hearns.
Getting stationary at times.
Excellent body shot.
But leaving no blow unanswered.
Advantage of Hearns' rest, and then he fires off with the right hand.
In the remaining rounds, Hearn did more to deserve the nod.
Good right hand back. Every time Tommy. Oh, good left hook. The right hand.
Well, because Kinchin waits too long to throw that right hand to the body. The worst that's going to happen is he's
swayed the judges in his favor.
That's it. It's all over.
And captured the strap in his 5th weight class.
Hey guys, I'm back.
And yet, the main super middleweight belt was wrapped around the waist of Ray Leonard, so a sequel was inevitable. In the 8 years since their first encounter, Ray had only had 4 matches due to a detached retina.
And you see the wobbling leg. And
winning them all nonetheless, including a split decision over Marvin Hagler.
You talk about a champion!
The second clash of the two arch-rivals was scheduled for June 1989, with both athletes being financially compensated. Their guaranteed purses amounted to $13 million for Leonard and $11 million for Hearns. The training camp in Las Vegas was going very well, but 2 days before the bout, Tommy's 22-year-old brother, Henry, shot his own girlfriend. And what's even worse, did it in Tommy's house using his weapon.
My brother, and what happened to him, I was overwhelmed with her news. I didn't know what to do. My brother won my heart.
Despite the circumstances, Hitman did not pull out of the fight. Quite the opposite. He entered the ring as composed as possible to avenge his first career loss. Pressing the issue,
Emmanuel Stewart said that's going to be the key.
Ray hoped to catch Tommy with power shots.
Wild swinging left.
And rattle him like he had done before.
Right hand scored by Leonard. And Hearns says, yeah, you got
Hearns methodically worked the body with jabs.
It's no secret, no.
Setting up his go-to weapon to the head.
Right hand just.
His bet played out in the third.
Well, he may be aiming for a big right hand.
Getting the better of Leonard in a trade of right hands.
Right hand you're talking about, Tim.
Tommy rushed to finish off the staggered foe.
Big shot. And another one sets him down. The right hand of the year of Leonard.
Sugar spent the remaining minute wiping the ropes with his back.
Too much time.
Daring to counter only late in the round.
We lack so much like this.
Overhand right fist by
After the break, Ray continued his attempts to connect with long hooks.
He's trying for the big. He said he wasn't motivated against Kitchen.
And unload in the pocket.
Right landed by Hearns.
Which led to mid-range exchanges.
Leonard landed some good body shots to win that overhand right again. Short right landed in.
In the open field, though, Hearns felt much more confident.
On Tommy in the 6th round. Down in round 3 and a
but forgot to keep his hands up. Now it was Tommy who walked on the edge.
Another right hand on the chin. Covering up. Right hand landed again by Leonard. Hearns covering up.
Shelled up in a high guard.
Yes, solid punches by Leonard. Leonard to the body. Right hand right down the pipe on another.
And showed occasional signs of life, staunchly waiting for the bell.
Fighting back. Left to the body and a right.
Up in his hands.
Hearns trying to load up on the right. Jab by Leonard, it's still unsteady. Into round 5.
In the second half, he equalized the situation.
Right hand.
And returned the favor.
Then it starts flurrying, it starts throwing punches. Hearns is standing there and cover up.
The left hook wobbled Leonard, allowing the hitman to unleash a barrage on the stationary target.
To the body. Leonard trying to block punches, but not punching back. Hearns driving him along the ropes.
Sugar weathered the storm and seized the pause in the action.
Left and a right from Leonard.
Focusing on the torso.
4 rounds cleanly.
He wait for Tommy to pick up.
Body and connect. Vicious body punches by Sugar Ray.
Tommy reloaded his rifles, now vigorously firing a long cross.
This is where you give Ray that time.
Right hand landed. Not in round number 8. I think that's what Manny Stewart's talking about.
Meanwhile, things are escalating.
What you doing? Who is that? You know how dirty Ray is.
I don't believe that.
And the pendulum of victory was swinging side to side.
I think that he can punch.
Right hand. Tommy set it up beautifully that time.
Going into the championship rounds, the producers showed Roberto Duran as a prophetic symbol of the upcoming massacre, and they were accurate.
Hearns, Leonard 2. There's a right by Hearns. Big right hand by Tommy Hearns. Another one. And a left. Down goes Leonard with a combination from Hearns.
Having calculated the distance, Hitman delivered 3 consecutive right hands, forcing Leonard to accept a knockdown.
Another right hand and a left hook and a right behind that. 3 punches.
Sugar was hurt, but still dangerous.
Hearns after him, a left to the body. But the ability they've shown here.
Obliged to catch up, he embraced the risk associated with brawling.
Look at Ray bang him back. Ray bangs him back.
Hearns is waiting to get back in.
Another right hand, backing Leonard into Hearns into the rope. Ray Leonard.
Making the rest of the fight a red-hot slugfest.
He doesn't have to do. Well, he is a gallant guy trying to put him away. Look at Hearns now trying to put his hand away. Watch the clock now, Tim. Tommy has nothing left. Right hand by Leonard and Hearns in difficulty along the rope. Another combination. Punching back, but he's wide open. Crowd is on his feet. What a war.
Following 36 intense minutes, the judges declared a draw. Considering the 2 knockdowns scored by Hearns and a roughly even number of rounds going each way, almost all independent pundits believe that Thomas was unjustly robbed of a well-deserved victory that night.
Go home this time, feeling and thinking about you all the time, but I can think about my woman sometime now.
A rematch, Ray? Have you had enough of this guy or not?
Well, I think we're both exhausted. Are you talking rematch, Tommy?
If you want, yes.
Let's go home and rest for a while.
I think we should go home and think about it.
Only years later, Ray Leonard would give credit to the Hitman and acknowledge his defeat.
Tommy Hearns won that fight, so give him a round of applause.
In the early 90s, the 32-year-old Hitman continued to bulk up and demolish all obstacles in his path.
What Virgil Hill said that he would do. Oh, there it is. The left cross.
Earning another shot at the light heavyweight crown. The champion, Virgil Hill, with a 30-0 resume and 10 title defenses, was holding his own in the jab battle.
I'm the guy with the title.
Well, here's where to solve it.
But fell short when it came to heavy artillery.
Virgil Hill. He tries to come across with the right, but Hearns... Right hand again.
Hearns rained down combinations.
Suspicion of blood from the left nostril there for Virgil Hill. It's a right uppercut that caught Virgil Hill on the inside. And a follow-up right by Thomas Hearns.
Landed his omnipresent cross.
There's a right hand for respect. Right hand by Thomas. Was it up with the left? Hearns missing. There it goes. There's the right hand by Thomas.
And took Hill's precious 0 by unanimous decision.
Tommy Hearns.
Improving his record to 50 wins and 3 losses, Hitman conquered all 5 weight classes between 147 and 175 pounds. In March 1992, he had the chance to avenge his last slip-up against Iran Barkley.
Here we go.
Their disdain for each other was evident from the outset.
And from Hearns at the same time. They both landed at the same time. I think Barkley's a little... And hit both of them hitting on the break.
Hearns stunned his nemesis badly in the third.
Hearns left. It was a left hook that set this.
But dozens of subsequent bombs
Hearns opens up later on in the round, or just right there. He's got to answer.
were nullified with a single touch from Barkley.
And another. It was all set up. Oh, down goes Hearns in the 4th round.
2 stubborn gladiators traded back and forth in this manner for 36 minutes.
Tommy Hearns tries to fight back, and Barkley goes after him across the ring. Good action from Tommy Hearns. And Barkley with the left hook. And another more lefts from Barkley. It's higher 10 rounds. And now Hearns backs up. And Barkley just grins at him in this round. Oh! The big left hand from Barkley. And that's it. It will go to the scorecards.
The judges rightfully gave the victory to Barkley, who remained an insurmountable challenge for Tommy. The Hitman's best days were behind him. His physical shape was inexorably declining, and the cumulative effect of the wars he'd been through started to show. Nevertheless, he handled second-tier opposition with the same flair and variety.
Just waiting for that headshot to be open. There it is. And down goes Ward.
Amassing 11 victories with only 1 setback over the next 13 years. Blowing up past 200 pounds, Tommy managed to recreate the final bout of Rocky II.
You know what Snyder has to do is...
Hearns off balance, goes down.
And claim a minor cruiserweight belt. The Hitman's life outside the ring bore little resemblance to that of the recluse Agent 47. He dabbled in pro wrestling, feuding with Bret the Hitman Hart.
The Hitman! Thomas Hearns!
And made appearances on the TV screen.
So what?
47-year-old Thomas Hearns had his last fight in 2006, becoming the last of the 4 Kings to retire. Despite a bank account swollen to epic proportions at the height of his powers, the Hitman's love for luxury, a lavish lifestyle, and numerous relatives led to his financial difficulties. As a result, he had to auction off part of his property, including the 1957 Chevrolet purchased after capturing his first title. In 2012, Hearns was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. It's quite symbolic that Ray Leonard participated in the ceremony. Seeing their rivalry evolve into friendship over the years is heartwarming.
We were rivals, major rivals.
We were, we still are.
No.
Even in the 80s era of steel and glory, Thomas Hearns' left hand gained notoriety as an impenetrable barrier.
Flurry just starts throwing punches with his left hand. That's why he's getting caught with that right hand.
That disguised the thermonuclear right.
A solid right act with Timber Bob, and down he goes.
The Hitman's image was complemented by his cold calculation.
There's a right hand!
And willingness to go to the darkest of places.
But Hearns didn't blink.
Totally down, rolled in. There he goes. Big right hand by Hearns. Landed the right hand, down goes.
Marching through weight classes, he set a previously unfathomable record and remained forever faithful to his craft.
That right hand that you possess. Mm-hmm. You see any fighters out there with that kind of right hand now?
Yeah.
It's unique, huh?
It takes them
You
home.
gotta ball up your fist. You ain't gotta do all. You ain't gotta go that far.
No, but I'm trying to show you, it'll take them home.
Take them home.
Sit around with your mama.
Take them home.
Cry.
Take them home.
Cry. Ooh, tell me how happy with this.
Leonard took it, but it was a big shot. Either fighter landed a serious punch. That right hand, the first.
If you enjoyed the video and want to see the other 4 Kings, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.
Rogel, he's just hanging a big right hand. That's it, Tim. Anytime you fall forward, the fight's over, Tim. A huge right hand.
Where you'll do anything to duck this, even like getting yourself beat by Bias. I mean, Bias.